Hey guys, wanted to go ahead and do a review of the Moondrop Kadenz. I bought this with my own money, and yeah, I wanted to go ahead and give you my 2 cents on it and to go from there. So it's actually kind of interesting because when I was watching reviews, I saw this one review by Prime Audio Reviews. I love the guy. Guy kind of sounds like Dank Pods, but he's very concise. He's like, because some people drone on too long, and I like watching his reviews just to get a quick overview of what things sound like. And the way he described the sound was, he's like, this is very lean.
Word that comes to mind first for me is lean. So you could call it neutral. I don't know, neutral sometimes.
And at first I didn't get it, but as I started to listen to this, I'm like, oh my God, like he's right. He's absolutely right. So yeah, let me give you a quick overview of kind of what's in the box. So they give you these ear tips here. They give you Moondrop spring tips, and then they give you these gray silicone tips. And then they also give you these nozzles. So the thing is, the nozzles, they don't actually change sound. They're just different lengths. So this is a nothing. And then the Moondrop spring tips are terrible. I tried them on. It just sounds really bad. It's funny because the only IEM I know that actually sounds good with the Moondrop spring tips is the Zigot Lush, which is like really strange. Anyway, so what happened was then I tried the large silicone of this. And as I was listening, so the bass sounds like a little bit below correct. It's just like not quite. You know what the funny thing is like I reviewed this literally like 10 minutes ago, but this is the Moondrop Nice Buds. This $9 IEM they made, or earbud they made, has better bass than this. It's just like, why couldn't you make your bass like this? Like, make it like this. So the bass is a little bit not what I like. The sub bass is a little bit kind of like below what I like in general, but it's like correct-ish, you know what I mean? It's like a little bit below correct. In terms of vocals, this is why I didn't really have much to say about it. But in general, like it just is a drop too thin. And what I was thinking was like, oh, maybe I can fix it. Maybe I just need to go and get the Kiwi Ears Flex, because this actually did fix some IEMs for me. If something sounds a little thin or a little, then I'll use this and it sounds better. The problem, or the good news, is these are almost sonically pretty similar. So what happened was I would use this, and I'm like, oh, that didn't change much. But these are good ear tips. I mean, they're almost like Kiwi Ears Flex. But basically, what it was telling me is like, no, buddy, that's the sound you're going to be getting. So, okay, so I'm going to talk about kind of, so I had to redo this part like 20 times because I think I was a little mean, but I want to be like really honest with you guys so you know where your money's going. So I tried a $9 IEM called the Celeste Wyvern original, and the vocals on this are actually better than this. It's more natural, it's more full, it's better. The female vocals sound better, and it's $9. Then I went back and I checked the Defiant. The Defiant is $80 as opposed to this is nearly $200. This is like way better. I was like, holy crap, like no comparison. So the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about IEMs, in my opinion, that actually do bass better and do vocals better than this IEM, and that are cheaper. This is really subjective, but if you are in line with what I like, then you probably would find that these work for you too. So the first is the Crin Ear Divine. This is $150. This is cheaper. This has better bass and better vocals. Just make sure to use Kiwi Ears Flex ear tips on them. The next one I want to talk about is the Duna Kima 2. This is around $80 to $100. This is a better IEM all across the board. In my opinion, this sounds much better. This is the Tantrum Full at $159. If you use a D nozzle, I use the stock ear tips. These sound better than this all across the board, and it's cheaper. This is the SimGot EM6L, which I reviewed a couple days ago. If you use Kiwi Ears Flex ear tips, this is going to sound better than this all across the board for cheaper. You know what I mean? This is the Crin Ear Daybreak at $160. This is cheaper than this. Better vocals, more full. Everything just sounds much more natural, not as lean sounding, and this is cheaper. Next thing I want to talk about, this is the Zigot Lush at $168. This pound for pound sounds better vocals. I'm really keying in on the vocals, but in my opinion, this failed at the first test. It couldn't win on vocals. This is the Kiwi Ears Astrals. This is a little bit more technically, but if you look on Amazon, used new, you will often find this for around $200 flat. This is way better than this in terms of sound. Next thing I want to talk about, this is not a joke. I'm not kidding. This is the Tongzu Warner Studio Edition. Do not get the 2. That's not the one I'm talking about. And it's not the SG original. It is the Tongzu Wanner Studio Edition. This is sold out. You can't find this anymore. But if you can find it, you can only find it on AliExpress right now. This, pound for pound, I actually went back and I cross-checked. It has better bass and better vocals than this. And this is $20 I'm not even kidding. Like, this is better. This is the, like I said, it's Celeste Wyvern Beast. I think this does vocals better. Female vocals sound much more natural and full. This sounds lean, and not to my taste, you know what I mean? This is the Awful Performer 5+2. This is cheaper. This sounds way freaking better. Way better bass, way better oomph, way better vocals, just way better. You know what I mean? This is the Truth Ear Pure. I mean, you get the point, right? Like, you know what I mean? It's not good today. You know what I mean? And I